Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sean, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to make sales in as little as 24 hours with a hot money-making mini offer. You don't need to have an email list. You don't need to have a social media following for it to work. And if you're a little bit skeptical about that, let me introduce myself. My name is Sean. My partner and I started an online English business school in 2017. It took us 6 years before we were actually able to sustain our business and actually focus on it instead of working for other people. The reason that I'm making these videos is because I see many online marketers. I have purchased many of their courses, and it still took me the better part of 6 years to be able to understand everything. So my goal in these videos is to help people like you understand how you can run a sustainable online business by providing a lot of value to people. And I'm going to show you the strategies we used that helped us go from making maybe $30, $40 a week to now one client paying us £1,000 a week. This is from the end of last year. We're still working with this client, and this is just one person. All the strategies I'm giving you are verified. They're stuff that we have lived through, stuff that we have developed, and we're also going to be going over what's working online and what isn't so you can get your foot in the door. Let's not waste any more time on who I am, and let's get into the content for today's video. I'm going to be telling you the building blocks you need to potentially make your first sell in the next 24 hours. And we're going to start by reviewing what a money-making mini offer is, why it's important, and then I'm going to tell you how to sell the absolute out of it. You're going to know how to give people so much value that the price you ask them for, which, hear me out, is going to be a bit small. We're not starting with something big, but we're going to start with a small price, and we're going to create an offer that's so irresistible people want to buy it so you can pull them into your ecosystem. Before you watch this video, if you have not done so already, watch this video. It's the first one on my channel, and it starts by outlining what an advertising ecosystem is. This video in particular, with this concept, took us about 5 years to develop, and I don't want you to spend all that time. So go ahead and check this video out before you watch today's. The next video you need to watch before you can understand everything I'm covering today is this video. It's going to tell you how to quickly come up with an idea for a hot money-making mini offer. And today we're building on that. I'm going to tell you how to sell it within 24 hours. One of the big things that I see people struggling with when they're trying to make sales online, they have an idea and they want to implement this idea. What do? If you're like me, you probably make a big list saying, I need this, 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 this. You plan out the course content. You go through, you record the course content, and then you put it all, package it all together into a nice, beautiful little online offer, and then you go to sell it and nobody buys it. That's a huge mistake. You don't want to create something before you sell it. In fact, you want to do the exact opposite. You want to sell your offer, get somebody to buy it, and then create it. This does two things. First, it shows you, are people interested in what you're doing? Second, it saves you time. It might sound counterintuitive, but I promise if you make even one sale, you're going to follow through with making that course. You're going to feel committed to deliver, and you're going to get stuff done. For me, at least, if I am having conversations with people online, putting myself in front of people, and somebody actually says yes, I feel good. I feel like I'm helping that person. I feel compelled to continue working and get them the result that I promised them. If you've got no audience, which seems to be a caveat for most people, like a catch-22, they want to sell something, nobody knows who they are. What do? When you are trying to start out and you have nobody online who knows where you are, your goal is simple. You just want to make one sale. And I promise you, if you start with a low price, it is completely possible. It's small, it's easy to achieve, and it's something that you can track. If you go through and you try to sell this and you can't even make one sale, that is okay too. You're gathering data about the process, you're understanding, you're talking to people, and you're getting an idea of what's working and what isn't working for you. So even if you tried to do this for a very small budget and you fail, it's okay. You have a lot of valuable feedback to bring in. Now, once you make that one sale, deliver your course and record it. Who knows, maybe that one person who says, yes, I want to work with you for a very small price, later becomes a higher paying client. If you already have an audience and you are not doing this, make a hot money making mini offer, because I know clients who have made 10K just by offering their mini offer to their existing audience. They charge each person maybe $2, $3, $5, £7, whatever it may be. I'm going to get into pricing in a bit, but these people are making bank. There's a simple technique you can employ that's going to boost your chances of making a sell for a low priced product. Or what you want to do, take your big offer and you want to break it down into as many pieces as you can. I'm sure you've seen this online. Go ahead and take a look at this picture. If you look at this, the entire offer is one thing, but they broke it down into PDFs. They broke it down into videos. They broke it down into interviews. And this is stuff that the person selling this probably already has access to. They probably already have some sales calls. You can call it a sales training. They probably have a lesson that they've done one-to-one with somebody, like a coaching call. They can call it a free bonus. They basically take everything and they break it down. The more pieces you can break down in your offer, the more attractive it's going to be to a potential buyer. We can further increase our chances of making a sell in 24 hours by choosing the right price point. In my 6 years monitoring online marketers, seeing what people are doing, understanding what's worked for us, I found that there are 3 big price points that most marketers go for. I myself did not go for one of these price points first. I chose a different price point. For example, my Spanish book, which I put on TikTok and made sales with, was only £5. I wrote a 20-page book and then I put it online. It outlined everything I did, what I would do if I were starting from zero to learn Spanish. And I sold that for £5. And many people bought it through a stand store on TikTok. But most online marketers are going to choose in England £3, £17, or £27. If you're outside of England and you're watching this video, $3, $7, $17, or $27. I see people making loads of sales at one of these price points. And if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. You are outlining to someone their problem and you make a promise, I can solve this problem. You offer to solve it for a very small amount of money, $3 or $4. People can find that in their sofa. People can find that under their bed. Can't even go to Taco Bell and get a burrito and some nachos for that price anymore. If you are selling a solution to a problem and you're choosing a very low entry price point like this, the chances of you selling it, especially if you break it down, are very, very high. The goal here with this low price point is to get people to buy something from you. That way you can pull them into your advertising ecosystem. Once you pull them in, you can then market to them. Email marketing, market to them via YouTube, Instagram. You're going to be in contact with these people because you have their direct contact information. So that is the whole goal of choosing a low price with this money-making mini offer. The low price that you're choosing is essentially to make this a no-brainer. You can further sweeten the deal by also putting in a guarantee. And if you're putting in a guarantee, you can choose whatever you want. I usually go for a 2-year guarantee. So for example, my Spanish book that sold for £5, I told somebody, hey, go ahead and read it. Within 2 years, if you don't find anything in here very helpful, go ahead and ask me for a refund. Nobody ever asked me for a refund. After that, you got to think, how am I actually going to get people to see this on the internet? What am I going to present to them that makes them want to buy this? And here comes my most favorite part, the money page. So essentially, a money page is where you present your offer and you get people to buy it. And I like to call it a money page. Some people call it a landing page, whatever you want to call it. The goal is to get people to take the action that you want them to. I'm going to show you how to present the information on this page in a very effective way. You can pretty much alleviate anyone's worries and outline how you're going to help them meet this promise. That for me all starts ideally with a video. I really like video marketing. I think it's very effective. I think it shows people who you are as a person, helps them understand you a bit better. But I've also seen people be successful in selling stuff online without too many videos. For me, the first thing you want when you're going to present this information is you want to make an internet page and you want to put a video right at the top. If you don't have a video, put the name of your offer and you want to put your promise underneath it. And again, if you don't know what these are, go watch my other video called The Promise and it will help you figure that out. The next thing you need to do is you need to be able to identify the issue that people are having. If you can't identify an issue someone is having, it's going to be very difficult for them to know you understand their problem. Just like I did at the beginning of the video, I said most people think it's very difficult to make money online, and I'm not here to say I'm a miracle worker, but I'm here to tell you what worked for myself, what worked for my partner, and everything we're seeing online. I understand the problem you're having. I had the problem before. After that, you kind of want to put salt on the wound. You want to tell somebody, if you're having this problem, what could the future look like if you don't solve that problem? Don't want to be overtly mean about it, but you kind of want to say, hey, the reality of your problem is if you don't solve it, here's what could happen. The next thing you want to do is include your solution to the problem. Tell them how you're going to solve it. After that, introduce yourself. Remember, if you're doing this and you don't have an audience, people need to know who you are, just like I did. Again, outlining my business, everything that we've done over the last 6 years. After that, enter your hot offer helix. So you want to say, if you buy today, you get this, 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 and you just kind of want to list out everything that we saw in this visual, everything that you're offering, list it out one by one. After that, you need to say, hey, here's why my product is better than somebody else's. And then you finally want to ask for these people to make a purchase with you. And if you do it all effectively and you're only asking for $3 to $5 and you present yourself well, the chances of somebody buying that and coming into your ecosystem for $3 is very, very high, very high. And you might be thinking, oh, it's not possible. But ask yourself, have you ever purchased anything on the internet for just $3 or $5 because somebody said they could solve your problem? And in this section, you just want to outline your price. Then whether you have an audience or you don't have an audience, you just want to take the plunge and you want to launch it. Keep in mind, we're doing all of this, but we haven't even built the product yet. You're just going to launch your offer, see if people buy. There's also a couple of other emails that you can put when you are launching your offer if you already have an audience. I'm more than happy to share some of those if you'd like to know them. Go ahead and, just mention it in the comments and I'll go through and I'll make a video about the email sequences I use that have always been very effective for us. If you've never done anything online and you don't have any way of potentially introducing your offer, just make a post on social media. I like to use Facebook, I like to use LinkedIn, and my first post on all of those is just, hey, my name's Sean. Here's what I do. Here's the people I like to help. You might want to reach out to some people. That's one strategy I find is effective for some online business owners. Another strategy, which is my preference, is just to run an ad, a very cheap ad, maybe $1 or $2 every day, maybe £1, £2 every day. You want to let it run for a month. And the reason why, because you are going to get that offer in front of as many people as possible. So it's a very cheap, very effective way for you to find out if you can actually sell this or not. And you get to do all of it before you even build a course. This is going to save you a lot of time, a lot of headaches. The whole reason I'm making this video is just, I want you to do something. Don't overthink it. Don't get caught in this perfectionist mindset. Don't think I'm going to do this, nobody's going to buy it. Just ignore all that and do something, because when you do it, you get better at it. You get faster at it. If you get faster at it, you can crank out more. The more you crank out, the more chances you have of making a sale. Follow everything that we've done here, but just remember, if you are running an advert, let it run for at least a month, because you are going to be able to see who is interacting with your video, who is not. You have a lot of data here. This kind of person watched my video for this long. You can retarget them. That's an advanced advertising strategy. Don't worry about targeting. Don't worry about any of this analytics stuff that people say online. Facebook and other advertising platforms, they're very good at finding people that you want to help and people who are interested in having your help. So don't worry about any of this retargeting or analytics stuff that people say online. You really don't need it, because all the information will stay in that advertising platform. The big thing I want you to take from this video is just do it. Do something. Go sell something before you create it. Follow everything here. In this video, we covered how you can take your hot money mini making offer, potentially put it out in front of people, maybe make your first sale in the next 24 hours using a small price point and a very simple sales page. That's it for today. I'll see you next time, and hear me out. Don't put this off. And if you really like this video, go ahead and click the button here so you're notified next time that I make another video, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel to get more insights and strategies that my partner and I use to help us have a successful online business and not take advantage of people. I think that's the biggest one, because most online marketers do.